There is a stretch of ocean just 18 miles wide that controls the entire world economy. Right now, someone has their finger on that trigger. Every single day, more than 6 million barrels of crude oil pass through a single narrow corridor between Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. This is the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, Arabic for Gate of Grief. Ancient sailors named it for its deadly currents. Today, it earns that name for a very different reason. This strait is the gateway to the Suez Canal. Block it, and Europe, Asia, and Africa are cut off from each other's markets. Ships must reroute around the entire continent of Africa, adding 15 extra days and millions in fuel costs. Every single journey. So who controls the shores of this gate? Yemen, a country that has been at war since 2015, shattered by poverty, famine, and relentless bombardment. But out of that war rose a movement that changed everything: the Houthis. The Houthis are not just a rebel group. They are a military force backed directly by Tehran, by Iran. Iran supplies them with missiles, drones, intelligence, and training. In return, the Houthis act as Iran's most powerful card, a remote-controlled hand positioned right at the throat of global trade. Since October 2023, Houthi forces have launched over 100 drone and missile attacks on commercial ships passing through these waters. Not warships, cargo ships, container ships, oil tankers. Think of it this way. The Suez Canal generates $10 billion per year for Egypt alone. That money funds hospitals, schools, food subsidies for 100 million people. The moment the Red Sea becomes a war zone, that income collapses. Europe, which imports over 40% of its goods through this corridor, faces supply chain shocks. Factories wait for parts, supermarkets run low on products, energy prices climb. And Africa, the continent most dependent on affordable shipping, pays the heaviest price of all. For African nations already struggling with debt and inflation, this disruption isn't an inconvenience, it's a crisis. So here is the real question that no one wants to answer. Can the world's greatest naval powers, the US, the UK, France, actually stop this? Operation Prosperity Guardian was launched specifically to protect these waters. Warships were deployed, strikes were carried out on Houthi missile sites, and yet the attacks continued. Because this is not just a military problem, it is a geopolitical one. As long as Tehran has an interest in chaos at the Bab el-Mandeb, the Gate of Grief will keep living up to its name. The real battle isn't being fought in the Red Sea, it's being fought in the corridors of diplomacy and in the calculations of power in Tehran. 18 miles. That's all it takes to hold the world hostage.